Hey you guys, Ironheart86 here, and today thought I go search for another server since I got banned from Minecraft CC. So let's go check it out. Minecraft server list. Okay, so if you search here, you have a bunch of options. As you can see here, already searched for here, and basically I want to search for a server similar to the one I was playing on. So let's see if we can find something. Bitcoin. Let's see, check it out. And let's see what we got here. Here we go. Minecraft Warscraft. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and highlight this. Okay. Copy. And let's go to Minecraft. Okay, so this is basically an alternative that I have, since I have I'm not gonna be able to play on CC, and basically everything's new here. I had to reset my entire laptop since it crashed and everything, so there's a lot of stuff I'm missing, a lot of tools and things like that. I originally had it on there, but since I reset everything kind of erased out. So let's see. Okay, now multiplayer, add new server, and Control B. Okay, and you can basically name it what you want, but okay, and here we go. It says Spanish, of course, but the server's pretty cool and everything. Bad news. Apparently the server is still hasn't upgraded to the recent version. As you can see here, we're still at version 1.8.6. So pretty much I'm gonna have to find another one. And here we go. Bitquest. Okay, so I've already been playing on the server already. As you can see here, you can get a feel of what's it about and everything, what's new and everything. So let's go ahead and go on here, add Bitquest, Control B, and here we go. Let's see if they upgraded or anything. And basically it logged in where I left off and all. Now I'm gonna go ahead and head home and all. And the way you do that, I don't remember if it's the Pearl or the Eye of Ender. No, it's the Eye of Ender. Apparently everything's dark here. Yeah, there used to be more lighting. I don't know what the hell happened, you know. But anyway, let me see. It's a really nice server and all. I really recommend it and all. If you've been a player on CC and for some reason you got banned or don't want to play there anymore, this is a really good alternative. Even though I do miss their mining for Bitcoin deal. Oh shit. Apparently I got killed and I didn't even get a chance or anything. But anyway, basically what this server's about is that instead of mining for Bitcoin like in CC, what you do is you kill mobs for emeralds, and those emeralds are what you exchange in for Bitcoin. You have to, of course, have a wallet with you have to have a Zappo Bitcoin wallet, so that's required. Well, I got a chance there. But anyway, let me go home and see what's up and all. Okay. And nothing has changed now. One thing I do recommend: do not do what I did on here, and basically what I did is spend all my initial emeralds. Make sure you buy your essentials, because otherwise you have to fish bugs out of the lake. You can't enchant without bugs, and if you can't enchant, you can't get any stronger material. Oh, and here's a chance to I didn't get a chance. Let me see if I can find them again. Normally people would run away from mods, but right here you want to look for mods. You want mods to find you, and that way you get emeralds. Now, for those of you wondering if I play games all day and all that and do nothing, that's not the case. I do this for fun and everything, but at the same time, off screen right here, damn, I lost. Off screen from here, basically I have trades going. I do forex exchanges, commodities, and just today I sold I sold all my AMC Theater and Discovery Channel stocks. So that's basically what I do. I trade stocks, commodities, but at the same time I got other projects going. Basically I'm trying to run a company called Link2Com, and what I'm trying to do is basically gather a lot of different resources. It's mainly going to be network security and software development company, and so I've been trying to keep up with a lot of stuff I need to know, like programming. For those of you who don't know, programming programming is a big deal. It's a really demanding skill. if you learn it really well, you have a good chance of getting a job in web development. But you have to have a lot of practice, a lot of experience, and there's a lot of places to go with this. Um, for example, you can go into gaming development, the software aspect. You can yeah, no, I was thinking of something else, but I was thinking of something else because my major is in computer engineering, so you can go as software or hardware aspect. But anyway, if you're going for software, you can go into gaming development. You can also do what's popular today, build mobile apps. If you build mobile apps and you manage to get one successful, even if you sell it at 99 cents, considering how addicted people are to apps, you're bound to get a substantial amount of money. And the reason why is, take for instance, um, that you sell you build an app. It can be Android, iPhone, or Windows Phone, like what I have. Excuse me. Basically, what happens is that you could sell that app for 99 cents really cheap. But if you get an app that's very addictive, that people love, let's say you get 10,000 people. Those 10,000 people, 10,000 times $1, that's like that's roughly like about $10,000 you just made over a given course of time. Of course, you're not gonna get $10,000 up front. It has to be over a course of time that people download it. Now, it's a different deal if people all of a sudden start downloading it like crazy. If you sell it really cheap and people download it like crazy, then you essentially got yourself a good deal right there. Just keep in mind that the more expensive you sell it, let's say you crank up the price to $5.99, or I even seen some like $30 Garmin, what you call it, the Garmin GPS app. Well, the thing is that if you want to raise the price, you have to also raise your quality of your app that you're creating. That way, you make it worth the price that you're charging on. Also, I know, like, yeah, a lot of y'all don't like the idea of it, of making a free app, but take this for instance. If you make a free app that a lot of people like, you basically, yeah, have attracted an audience. And also it works kind of like an appetizer, you know. You make a food, you create an appetizer, and you attract people to what you like, and all. It's the same deal here. Now, that's what you call it, software development, and gaming, mobile app development. That's two of many applications. Also, you can also develop drivers. And also, more than anything, you can focus on things like Minecraft. You can develop mods. Believe it or not, this game has become a really good innovation for people in terms of game development. They even use this game on universities to teach different subjects: economics, psychology, and other subjects. I'll really have to keep track of what they're doing with it and all, but they're essentially using it in universities. Uh, and nonetheless, I imagine they also use it for software development. I have met quite a few people that have worked on here, and they have become pretty good at Java. And the thing about Java is that it's very versatile and everything. I know some of my friends don't like it because of the fact that that it's um, it's a virtual machine. When you develop Java, you're essentially creating a virtual machine. And the thing about virtual machines, they always run slower than the native environment. So that's basically a deal with it and all. But anyway, um, so yeah. Now getting back to the game, let me show you what's around here. Basically, it's a huge battlefield and all. I don't know if they permit PvP or not. I haven't been here that long, but one thing you have certain is that you will fight mobs. And what I like here is very peaceful, no big deal or anything. There's not that much problems with the mods or admins. They really they rarely come on here and everything. And like I mentioned on my talk show, the problem with mods is that if you have them too close, you get the disputes with the players and all. Of course, keep in mind this is not the this varies from the incident that I had over at CC. Over at CC, what happened was that a lot of the times the mods were kind of being unfair and all. And the thing is that like I mentioned before, that they're like cops. You you can't win unless you have substantial evidence against them. And even then, if you have mods that band together against you, chances are you're not gonna win unless you actually convince the owner of the server to help you out and all. And speaking of which, the server I'm creating, I'm gonna try to be very fair with everyone that logs in. Of course, I'm not gonna tolerate like extensive rule breakers and all. But for example, let's say that you accidentally grieve for a little minor dispute or stuff like that, little shit like that. I'm not gonna mind, and I'm gonna be more lenient towards creating cases, dispute. It's gonna be kind of like a little minor court system. But anyway, uh, other things, like for example, if you're really trying to take advantage of the server or trying to intentionally damage, then yeah, that's a permaban and all. I won't tolerate that, because in reality, there's I work really hard to create the server, and I don't know if I told y'all a while back, my server got hacked and griefed and all. Right now the server's down, because basically I had to cancel it because I couldn't afford to keep it up and running and all. So I had to shut it down for a while or so. And so basically that's what the whole deal is. But anyway, once it's up and running, I'll let you guys know. Again, getting back to the game, and I'm sorry guys, I had that bad habit of just going off on a tangent, just getting off topic, but kind of mean, but I need this stuff. Anyway, okay, so it's almost nightfall and everything, and so far no mobs around or anything. Let me go home and see if there's anything. Okay, so it's almost dark here. Man, what am I doing? Pick. Anyway, hopefully I come across some mobs and all. Try to get emeralds. And guys, also one more thing I want to mention. I'm gonna be getting crowdfunding website called FundMe. Also, if you want to support my videos, support me on Patreon. I'll have the description up and running pretty soon. And guys, also I'm fairly new to YouTube, so please bear with me and all. One of the interesting thing is that the first time I started playing Minecraft, it really used to scare the crap out of me, because every time mobs would come up, and here's the funny thing. The first time I got blown up by a creeper, I used to think that zombies could explode and stuff like that. Also, I used to think that Endermans were aliens and stuff. I was fairly new to the game. Also a complete noob and all. So let's see if I find any mobs around. This is what I hate about here. It's hard to claim any land. I was fortunate enough to get my own house and all. Also, there's some more further plans I want to make for this channel. I'll eventually have another episode running of Iron Talk. So far, my admins haven't had that much time, and my business partners they've been busy with personal things and all. But I'll have it up and running. So far, I haven't thought of what topic to talk about or anything. Any suggestions you would want, just inbox me and all, or email me. I know this one thing. I know that I get I don't get that many viewers and everything, but either way, I just keep on and on. I just keep on with the hope of eventually getting a couple of viewers and all. But anyway, oh man, killed me. Let me go home and see. Okay. Let's see. There aren't that many players online right now. You know, the interesting thing about Minecraft CC is that it started out well and all, but eventually it kind of slipped. Everything changed after a while, and afterwards there weren't that many people or anything. The last time I checked, there were hardly 1 or 2 people. There were times where it was empty, where I had the entire server to myself and all. And it didn't seem to have that many players and all, and you can imagine why, because the way they treat their players and all. And that's one of the things I try to explain to some of the people, but they wouldn't listen. They're just stubborn as hell and all. Also, like I forgot to mention my other guys, if you but anyway, before I get back on topic, let me tell you something. If y'all play on here, armor will make it a lot easier, because as you see here, a lot of these mods kill you with one hit. So I recommend armor, preferably enchanted armor. But anyway, let me see if I can find them and all. But anyway, getting back to the topic that I was talking about, guys, if you play on CC, assuming that y'all will play on there, one warning I want to give y'all is that there's two players that well, I dropped an apple. Not what I expected, but it was. Anyway, like I was saying, there's 2 players that I really give you a warning about, that just try not. They're just irritating and all. One of them is Huddy. Huddy's just Huddy. And what I mean by that is that it's just try to be patient with him and all, because he's very a lot of times he's very irritable. A lot of times he's likely just so far I killed 1 mob and all. But anyway, like I was saying, careful with Huddy, and also there's another player called Give It To. He's very irritating and all. He kind of acts like a troll and all. And speaking of trolls, there's another one called Froding. And he's literally a troll and all. But Give It To was pretty cool and all. Just that he's irritating. Anyway, let me see. Well, guys, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut the video short because I got personal stuff to do. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.